Good evening and good morning again to our friends at University of Waikato. Today was day 4 of COP26, Climate Finance Day. We have a lot of really good stuff to get to, so I'm not going to spend too much time on my own reflections. I'll let you watch all the speakers that we have lined up for you. The one thing I will mention is we do have a special report on the devastating impacts of the climate crisis on Samoa as a special report that we did yesterday, which is now on our website and on our YouTube channel. So please do check that out if you get a minute. So now we'll have speakers that of course will speak on climate finance, but also on the health impacts of the climate crisis and how that's all related, and some reflections on the Indigenous Peoples meeting with the COP president. So I hope you enjoy, and we will see you tomorrow for day 5 of COP26.
Let's go. Today was all about finance. From adaptation, which is adapting to climate change using financial instruments and lending, to mitigation of climate change, which can include forcing firms to change their processes and supply chains to reduce carbon emissions, forcing firms to provide their net zero emissions agenda and roadmap, and if all else fails, divesting, which is stop investing in firms that harm the planet and harm the human ecology.
Here we are at the World Health Organization Pavilion in a very large area of COP26 with all the pavilions of countries and significant international organizations. The World Health Organization have an amazing program of events each day, and we have some speakers from right around the globe, and the linkage between biodiversity and climate change and of course the health agenda is a top issue. And congratulations to the World Health Organization for the wonderful work that they're doing.
Hi, I'm Cara. I'm the Director of Programs of the Alliance of Nurses for Healthy Environments. This is our first time at COP26 and we're so excited to be involved with this and be working with the Commonwealth. As nurses, it is so important for us to be engaged in these types of negotiations and really elevating the health perspective around climate change and why climate action is so necessary to protect the health of people around the world. And so we're really excited to be working with organizations like the World Health Organization, the Global Climate and Health Alliance, as well as a number of others to really show that health professionals are concerned about what's happening around climate change and want bold and ambitious action.
Hi, I'm Katie Huffling. I'm the Executive Director of the Alliance of Nurses for Healthy Environments, and we are so thrilled to be here at COP26. We truly believe that healthy people mean healthy environments, and if we don't address climate change right now and take strong climate action, we are not going to be able to have healthy people worldwide. And so we're here today to make sure that governments around the world are really pushing a strong climate action agenda and putting the health of their people first.
I'm just going to talk a bit about the words that the Indigenous people spoke at the panel when they were meeting with the president of COP26. I want you to imagine this panel. Along it, all the people from the different Indigenous tribes from the whole world. And we were in the same room with them, and each of them had a message to give to the president of COP26. And some of the messages were really quite telling. It gave you an idea of the tension and their hopes, their fears, their unhappiness. And I just want to read just 3 of these to you to give you a real genuine idea of what it's like here. So one of the first speakers said he told us he was afraid his people to come here. He was afraid for people to come because they might get COVID, and they didn't want to take this back to their people. So this was one of the main blocks for them, the main obstructions. The other problem that they said is that they're very fearful. They're distrust a lot of the slogans you hear, nature-based solutions. They said they feel that that's a cover for more emissions. So this is the kind of dialogues they're having. It's very tense. It's very much challenging. They don't feel represented. They don't feel heard. And what they were saying most of all, was we will continue to do what we do best. And in order to do that, you must protect our human rights. So you can hear the voices. This is what was happening. And finally, one of the youth spoke up and said, when are you going to have a dialogue with us, Mr. President? And this is when the president said, okay, we will make, I promise, we will ensure that we have a meeting with the youth. If not now, very shortly.